With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Wait, put it! Guys, game situation, let's go. Slam. Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Kill. Watch the twist. Bang. Hey, alert!
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Any weapon? Hey, second.
Second and 5 now. Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second and 9, Brady, his throw incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the gun, Vick. That one complete to Hill. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. On 4th down, Vick. And he will find T.O. That's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Brady now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll give to Peterson out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
To throw, it's Brady. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. This is McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Switch, switch, switch.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. We're scoreless after 1. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it here with Portis. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamie Collins came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Brady. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Throwing on second down. Brady. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know it's dangerous screaming. Just hang on to the ball, man.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Odell Beckham, 28 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Mike 52. Got one. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
To throw again. Vick. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Michael Vick. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long. Third and long for Vick. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Gotta love the catch. I I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 50 to Mike.
The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taysom Hill, 47 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a run with Peterson. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A 10th carry now for Peterson. Adrian Peterson off to the races. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Adrian Peterson, 30 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boy, it's only a one-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Vick now. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Here's Portis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mike Vick. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Vick. That's caught. The tight end Hill. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. From the red zone now, Vick steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw, Vick. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the 1st-round pick of 2014.
218, chop. No, 66.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will take over at at the 29-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you got to make sure.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Michael Vick. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Gets this one to Hill. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taysom Hill, 28 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Vick operating on 1st down. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Clinton Portis, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again. Vick flushed out right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. 5 touchdown passes now for Michael Vick. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Easy. Regular.
To throw again. Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
He's checking.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A run with Portis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 20. Michael Vick, he's going to go. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. Again, Peterson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw is Brady. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Brady. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On the toss, this is Clinton Portis. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. You think you won't get this?
Now Vick stripped. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. On 4th down, Vick. And he'll get this one complete to T.O. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Vick now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw it here with Vick. They set up the screen to Portis. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Vinatieri now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
56, Dolphins 21.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like? And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then gets it with the Eagles.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not good.
And my goodness, another interception. Brian Dawkins, the safety with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one.